So I'm gonna do like a faux rug on my studio floor here. It's just painted gray. This isn't the color I really would have chose, but it's a color I had, and it was actually floor paint, so I just used it. So, and it's already trashed. Been working in here for probably a month or so since I painted it, and there's already paint all over it. And so I'm just gonna make it look a little cuter. And these are just extra paints that I have left. I'm not using floor paint. This is just really good paint. And I don't really care if it ends up getting scratched up or chipped or whatever. That doesn't really matter to me anyways. But so these are the colors I have. And this is Reflecting Pool. This is actually a color I bought. I had painted the ceiling with this color. And then, you know, in my head, the blue and the green that's on the wall seemed to be a good match, but I did not like it at all. So it's a great thing about paint. So I just repainted it white. Well, actually I put a little bit, I needed more paint, so I just put this quart of light pink that I had in there. I put that in there, so it's a little bit pinkish or whatever, but I have no idea where this came from. I probably bought it at an estate sale, but this is called Holiday Turquoise. That's a really pretty color. Actually, that might have been good on my ceiling. I might have liked that one better than this one. I was kind of trying to match the outside of my studio too when it came to like the tone of the color in that, and that just didn't work. So this is obviously just the green that, what is that called? Reflecting Pool, maybe? I think it was. No, this is Sea Washed Glass. So that's the green that's on my walls, which I really like. It's kind of that really good old antique green color. And of course, this is the color that I have on my countertops. So pink. And then this is a really, it's kind of hard to tell on the lid there, but it's a really, really light blue. That's called Summer Breeze. And this is called Cake Batter. Just kind of looks like yellow ochre kind of color. So that might work somewhere. And then of course I just have the white that I did on my ceiling. So I don't have a plan exactly. I know it's going to be a rectangle, and I'm thinking I'm going to do like scalloped edges around the outside of it, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the middle of it. So what I'm going to start with is just a big white rectangle. I'm just going to tape it out, do a white rectangle, start from there, and kind of see where it goes from there. I don't want to do, I've painted like a lot of floor cloths and stuff and done like a lot of like really cutesy stuff, and I don't think I want to do anything like that. I mean, you can see there's enough stuff in the studio. I don't really need a whole lot more. And like I said, I just want it to look a little cuter when you walk in. So I am going to, I guess I should show you, I'll try to move the camera and show you what the floor looks like now. I'm sorry. So it's just gray and already really dirty. So that's how it looks now. Well, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get it all done today or not. Not sure if it will be, how long it'll take to dry for my first coat, but it'll go quick for you. So see you when I'm taping. So I got my taping done already, which was really easy because I actually have lines from my plywood right down there. So I was just able to follow those. And it's going to come out pretty close to the door. I could end up doing like some kind of little welcome thing or something there. I'm not sure. But we'll just start with this. Trying to not move you too fast here. Got my paint ready. My light pinkish, which is what's on the ceiling. That big empty space is waiting for my TV. So I'm going to put you over here on my fancy tripod. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about my experience so far with a new YouTube channel. But first I want to tell you about if you're doing this on your own floor and you want to make sure you get a super crisp line, a really easy way to do it is to take a little bit of like a clear, like a polyurethane, go around the edge, the inside edge of the paint. Just go around with a little polyurethane all the way around first. And then when you paint, you'll get a good crisp line. I'm not going to worry about that because I will probably go in and like cut in a line all the way around it. I like it to look a little bit more, well, kind of like my studio in my house, more like kind of crooked and more like handmade looking. So I'm not going to worry about that. But so I'm just going to get started painting. And I don't know, I thought someone else out there might be a little interested on what it's like getting a new YouTube channel started. So I have 2 videos that I've posted so far. This is my 3rd video that I've made. I'm using my iPad because of course my phone is full. And I am not the greatest when it comes to computers and phones and all that stuff. And so I'm afraid to delete a couple videos I have on there. So I'm afraid to delete them. And so I have like no storage left on my phone. So this is a new iPad. So, well, I'm slowly running out of storage on there too. So I know I got to do, I don't know, whatever, some kind of flash drive thing or something to get the stuff off of my phone so I can use my phone when I want to, because obviously filming with your phone is a lot easier. I don't have like a digital camera or anything. But so I had 2 videos that were ready. I mean, probably one of them I probably had ready a week ago at least. So it's been sitting on there on YouTube, waiting for me to hit the publish button. And I don't know why there's so much anxiety on doing it, but there is. I mean, I don't even know. Actually, my very first video that I did, all I'm doing is I'm making my cardboard totes. I'm making a box and wrapping a box. And I didn't look at the camera. I didn't talk to the camera. Not at all. So, but of course I watched a video, I don't even know how many times, and I don't even know how many videos I watched on when it comes to loading it on YouTube. Lots of videos. I mean, you just have this crazy anxiety. You know, like, am I gonna send my email out to like everybody on YouTube and all that kind of crap. So, and then, you know, are people going to say bad things to you, especially on your first couple videos? That would be a little disappointing for sure. But pretty much all I think they could say about my first video was it was really slow and boring, and there's no music or anything. I myself, for the most part, the videos that I watch, I prefer no music myself. So that's kind of videos I'm going to do. So my second video was I'm making a pressing mat. I was able to talk a little bit on that one. That was good. And actually show my face too on my thumbnail. But the thought of going on YouTube and just going and strolling through there and seeing my picture come up, I'd be pretty mortified probably. I don't know. So, like I said, I had 2 videos that were all ready to go, just waiting for me to hit the publish button. And last night, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to schedule it. I'll schedule it for 6 in the morning. I'm just going to put both of them out there, just see what happens. So that was this morning that I had them scheduled, and they came out. But have I had the nerve to go and look on YouTube? No, I have not. I just don't even want to go on there because it's not, I mean, I understand if I get like no views, because it's certainly something that, even though my second video turned out really cute because my dog and cat were in there, but it's not a video unless you're looking for those how-tos. I doubt anyone will watch it unless they're looking for that particularly. But I guess it's just very nerve-wracking, that's for sure. But then this morning I thought, you know, I should like go on to my email account that I made specifically for YouTube, because of course they say do not put your regular email on there. So I went and made a new Google email account, which I thought I did. And then this morning I'm trying to get onto that account, just, you know, like make sure I haven't been banned from YouTube already or something, you know, or I did something really stupid, I don't know. So I tried to go onto the Google email account and I can't find it. And it's not there. So I gotta figure that out, I guess. I'll have to call my daughter. I literally have not told anybody that I put these videos up. I haven't even told my daughter, which I tell my daughter everything, but it's a crazy thing putting yourself out there. So you will see what happens with those first videos, and I got a lot of fun things I want to do here in the studio still. I'm not sure what I will start with first. Probably sewing. After I get everything done, I want to do a couple more shelves in here. I'll probably start with sewing because I haven't done a lot of regular painting. I don't do fancy painting. I do very simple, cute, like folksy kind of painting. I don't know, just simple stuff, but still, when you haven't painted for a really long time, it takes quite a while to get back in the groove of it. And sewing is very easy to get back in the groove. So I like to do when I was sewing before, I was doing like the free motion sewing. So you're just basically drawing with your sewing machine. And that is really fun, really cute. It's using a bunch of different materials. And I just got a new sewing machine from an estate sale that is, actually it's a quilting machine. And my old sewing machine, it was kind of old, but it was a really nice sewing machine. But this one is really just set up for free motion sewing. It just is so nice. It's got the thread cutter and oh geez, it even like threads the needle even. Not that I really need that, but it's pretty cool. The button to lift up the presser foot and stuff, so I like that. So that's probably what I will start with first, is doing some sewing. But my daughter and her son and my son-in-law, they just got me for Christmas a new jigsaw, a cordless one, which is really nice because they had gotten us a circular saw, cordless, which I never had a cordless one before. And since basically it seems like every electrical power tool we have has electrical tape on all of the cords, it's really nice having it cordless for sure. So I'm excited for that. Just doing, you know, I'm a little sad I missed out on the whole Christmas crafting thing, cutting out snowman and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know, I'll find something else to cut out. Well, these videos take a really long time. That's the other thing too. I had no idea how long it would take to load a video on YouTube. At least on my computer, that takes a long time. So I guess I will stop talking and move on to the next step. So I did 2 coats of paint for the rectangle. It's still not completely dry, but I know I can do the scallops out here. I can't do anything else in the center until this is completely dry here, but I'm just doing some little scallops for now. I drew a couple out and kind of to get the size that I wanted, and now I'm just painting on with a really good brush, really nice angled brush, really simple. So I got a bunch of flies in here for some reason. Florida Strange would get like almost like a fly season. You get like a big hatching of them or something. Very annoying. But this is all I'm doing with the paint. I don't know if I end up leaving it like this, the way it is now. But I'm just cutting in the line there. Like I said, just get rid of that tape edge there. And one thing too, when you're using any painter's tape, always peel the tape off while the paint's wet. Don't wait until the paint's dry, because after it dries, you take the chance of the paint like kind of peeling off from the center. It can be a little messy when you are peeling it off when it's wet, but if you're careful, that's a lot better way to do it. So I was a decorative painter. I actually got paid to do it for about 10 years or so and did all kinds of fun things. A lot of decorative finishes, like in the early 2000s when like all the faux finishes. Yes, I did use a sponge at some point, but when all the faux finishing was really popular, so a lot of Venetian plaster and that kind of stuff. And then I did some, like I was saying, I did a lot of floor cloths. One big floor cloth I did, it was photographed for Traverse City magazine, and it was a really big one. It was on her porch, her front porch, like under a really nice like wicker table or something, it seems like, if I remember. I got pictures of that stuff somewhere. I haven't seen them in a long time, but I painted in a lot of houses up there, and that was fun because I got to do a lot of different stuff, because I do get bored and I like variety. So this is all I'm doing, just a little half moon kind of thing, and there may end up being something else put on here. I'm not sure. So I'll just go all the way around with this. And if you like perfection, you will not like how I do my art or my sewing or whatever, that's for sure, because there's nothing perfect, no doubt about that. I kind of wing it on everything. So you got that. We'll see what I do next. Well, I'm back in the studio. This is 2 days later from when I started. I started on Saturday. Today is Monday. So I put the green border in. and I ended up deciding there was just too many scallops. They were too little, and so I ended up just kind of putting an arch on there and making them bigger. And yes, this corner turned out really weird because of course I ended up having like an odd one, but I can live with that one. And I'll show you this corner, which I have painted out. Like I said, that's a great thing about paint. You mess up and you just paint over it. Now if I was doing this for a client or somebody else, I've been kind of freaking out a little bit. I at least would have sanded it first before I put the paint over it. But it's just for me, so it's okay. So I just painted the gray over there, and I'll just do some new bumps on there. Very sunny in here. There's my Miss Ola, who would really like, yep, she heard me, wants to come in. But the cat did end up coming in. I seen some fresh paint on the floor there that he kind of walked through, of course. This is what I got going on today. And I actually do have a plan. I was on Pinterest last night trying to get some ideas. And I thought of why not kind of make it look like a quilt. So that's what I drew out. Wait, oh jeez, I'm really shaky here. That's what I drew out. I was too lazy to walk out here and get a good pen. I had pen ink leaking all over. When I was drawing this out on the lanai last night, I was thinking that I was only going to have room for like 2 of these pinwheels to come down the center, but now that I'm in here, I think I'm going to have room for 3 or 4. I don't know if that's good or not. That's a lot more painting, that's for sure. This may be way more painting, and I know I said, I'm like, I don't want to do anything cutesy, and a lot of people will be like, that's pretty cutesy, but when I said cutesy, I was thinking like flowers or butterflies or something like that. So I'm gonna just get started by drawing out a grid. When I was trying to figure out how to do this, I'm thinking, am I gonna have to like cut out craft paper in a triangle size and kind of move it around or whatever? And then once I looked more into the pattern, I'm like, oh, it's just a grid. So this, the outside part there, I may be taking on way more than I wanted to, but it's okay. It's something new, that's for sure. And I know last night when I went to bed, I was really excited to get up this morning and get started on this. So that's what it's all about, right? Being excited about what you're doing. And I don't know the colors for sure yet. I think I'm just going to stick with those colors that I showed you in the beginning. Oh, by the way, that the pink, I never gave you like the real name on the pink. That's called Rachel Pink. So if anyone's interested, and right, I'm gonna grab my ruler or my yardstick and start drawing stuff out. We'll see how it goes. All right, I got my grid all done, and I started doing a little painting. See how it was looking, and I love it. I think it's turning out really cool. This blue is really pretty color. I'm super happy with it so far. The grid took me about, I don't know, an hour or so. Not that bad, but at the same time, you know, I'm not trying to be perfect. If you're trying to get everything exact, it would be a lot of work. But so you can see how I just lined it up there, and then I actually put X's in. I used watercolor paint there. I started with watercolor paint, watercolor pencil. I started with that, and then I'm like, you know, I can just use chalk, that just in case the pencil sometimes will end up coming through your paint. But so that's why I switched over to chalk, and it's very funny doing these grids. I don't know, it just kind of plays with your head, and like where does that need to be painted? I mean, you could see on my little drawing I did, I mean, a couple of them I filled in the wrong squares. So that's why I went ahead and did that. And you know, I don't think it's going to take me, I think I might be able to get finished today. I'm just using a really good brush, a nice stiff angled brush. Yes, I'm just using a really good brush. This is a Linzer Best brush. I've never heard of it before. I don't know where I got it from, but boy, it's perfect for this because it's really a stiff, nice stiff brush. And this paint I'm using, I think it's Benjamin Moore paint. Oh, it's fantastic. I don't even think I'm gonna have to do 2 coats with the blue on here. I will probably end up repainting the whites in here inside the squares. I'm not sure. It's not looking too bad down there, so I might not have to. And I think on the green, I think I'm just gonna go with white squares or triangles on the green. I think that'll look pretty cute. So I just thought everyone might want to know about my YouTube journey so far over the weekend. So I started, this is 2 days later, yeah, so it's Saturday that I posted those 2 first videos, and I didn't look online, didn't go on YouTube all day long until I got to my daughter's house, because like I need some help with this email thing. So I hate to make her do something like that on a Saturday night, but she's always willing to help me, that's for sure. So we went on there, and everything was good. I hadn't been banned or anything. There was nothing bad going on. And it was out there a bit, but definitely yesterday, so Sunday, I don't, you know, I'm trying to look at like the analytics and stuff, and I don't really know exactly how all of that works, even though I watched a ton of videos on it. But so I'm on there, and I think it showed that there was like 1,300 impressions, I think is what it said. And I got my very first, well, of course, my first subscriber was my daughter. No doubt about that. So she subscribed for me, and then yesterday evening, so what would it be, like about 36 hours after I put the videos out, I got my very first like, comment, and subscribe, and she said something really nice, so that was really nice. That was a little nerve-wracking when you see there's a comment, but she said something real nice, so I was happy about that. So this morning, it came up that I was, all right, so like, I think it was like 1,300 impressions, which I think that means that it's just on somebody's feed, like people's feed all over the world, wherever, like 1,300 times. I think that's what that means. And then I got like 130 views. And I was thrilled with that. I'm like, I can't believe, because if you go on there, there's no words, there's just a picture. You know, it's nothing fancy like a lot of these other YouTubers, that's for sure. Nothing fancy, and to get 130 people to click on it, even if they only clicked on it for, I think the average duration, I think it showed like 2 minutes and 36 seconds or something like that, of people going on there. So that still, though, is, I was amazed, really thrilled, and I think I got, so I ended up getting, besides my daughter, 2 new subscribers, so I'm super happy with that. And I think I got like 4 or 5 likes, and I already have 3.5 hours of time watched, which I can't believe that. 3.5 hours. I've never seen a video. I've seen lots of people doing videos when it comes to like how much money they made after they were monetized and stuff, but I've never seen a video of somebody who's starting a brand new YouTube channel. And like I don't know if that's good or bad, or I mean it ain't bad to me, that's for sure, but I don't know if that's the average. And I'm thrilled. I had heard that YouTube was putting out new channels, getting them out there, and so all I can say is thank you, YouTube, for giving a girl a chance, because I'm super happy, that's for sure. And I mean, like, I know I was on Etsy, I don't know, for probably a year or something. I was doing original drawings. They were just, like I said, cute little drawings like I do, animals and stuff. And I was doing, so I was doing digital stuff. And then I was making them into, turning them into things that people could use for their Cricut, or they could print them out. So, I mean, I ended up, in the end, I was literally down to $1 a piece. And geez, Pete's, it was a lot of work. Not only learning how to do that, but the whole thing, loading everything, it was so much work. And I just couldn't get a break on there. I'm not exactly sure how long I was on there, but I'm like, geez, Pete's. Even sometimes I would go and search for my own things. And maybe that isn't the way to do it, but I couldn't even find my own things when I knew the exact, keywords that I had in my title and stuff. So that is, when it comes to, I guess, the algorithm or whatever on Etsy, it's a lot harder to get going in there, that's for sure. So I am very thrilled that anybody was, that people were able to see my videos. I'm thrilled. So, and I'm sorry, watching my videos, I know I say so a lot, and I don't know how to fix it. I'm not going to try to change my wording or the way I talk or whatever, because if I try to do that, then I will be stumbling all the time. This is way too new already. So I'm going to go and finish this up and get started on the outside here. And it's not going to take me nearly as long as I thought it was gonna. That's good. I might be done today. We'll be back. All right, I got all the painting done. I did end up doing another coat of the pink on the scallops because I lightened it up a little bit. I added some white to it. It just, I don't know, seemed a little dark or something. I wasn't particularly happy with it. And then I was planning on doing white on the triangles around the outside of it, but I didn't like that either. So I had that same, that blue, really light blue I had shown you initially, which actually that one is the Benjamin Moore paint. The paint I ended up using in the center here, that's a Sherwin-Williams paint. That was like the holiday turquoise. And so I'm really happy with the colors on there. Last night I was thinking I wanted to do something to kind of, I don't know, something to kind of rough it up or give it maybe a little bit of a distressed look. And then I had this really good idea to take and do like some stitch marks on there. And so this is what I'm using. What is that? Like a used for patterns or something there, right? Yes, I sew, but I don't sew like that. So I really like it when you're really close like this. It's really simple, real subtle. I just repainted all of these ones. Well, not all of them. I just did a whole square in the blue and the white there. I did some of the like same markings in there, and I just didn't like that. So I just repainted over that too. It was just too much. And this is so subtle, like when I stand up, yeah, you can't even see it. But I got like half of it done already. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. And it's super simple to do. I mean, it could be a really good technique if you, I mean, it's really nice to use this little tool super fast. It's really quick. And so I will go ahead and finish up, but you won't hardly be able to see it when you're standing up or walking in or whatever, but whatever, I know it's there. It looks cute close up. If anybody drops anything, it looks on the floor or something. But so that's what I'm going to do, and I'll show you how I do it. So I just put a little latex paint on there, the white paint, and actually this seems to hold quite a bit of paint. And just go like that. And I can even get a couple things out of it, a couple lines. As you can see by my little palette here, I did try all different colors, and I actually just like the white the best. It was just too much on the other ones. So that's all I'm doing. Like I said, when I'm right here, it looks really cute. But it just doesn't show up too much. But I'm done. I'm over this project. My animals are over this project. They are not happy at all that I have the door closed. I am going to take and put on a coat of like a polyacrylic or something like that, because I don't care if it gets scratched or chipped, but I do want to be able to wash it as easily as possible, because I mean, look, it's just amazing. I'm not even wearing shoes in lately, and it's just amazing on how dirty this floor gets. So I just want to make, and if you mess up, see, sometimes it kind of globs up inside this thingy and you get a little drip, but just pick it up and do it again. But so I'm gonna put yeah, some kind of sealer over the top of it just to make it be able to wash it easier. There's a lot of things you could go pretty far. I mean, I was thinking of doing like a little blanket stitch around the outside or something, but like I said, it's long enough. That's why actually I did this quilt, but I am not a quilter. I could never do a quilt. No way. It would take way too long. I would get way bored. I certainly appreciate the work that goes into it, but it's just not something that I would personally be able to do. I need to be able to finish stuff up within like a couple days. I'll do this one more here. You could see how dirty it is in here. I mean, like I said, you can make it as fancy. You do like little scroll marks on it with this. Whatever you want to do. All right, well, I think I am just going to finish up and you will see the end result with everything put back together. I'm ready for my studio to be put back together. Just thought I'd give you a little close up. I know when I was doing it, when I watched the video, you couldn't really tell that They're literally like little dots. Cute, huh? When you're close. All right, well, here's the after. Pretty much got the studio put back together. A few wet paint brushes still. A bit more paint to put away, but it definitely makes a statement. That's for sure. Yep, probably pretty cutesy. So watching my videos that I've been making over this whole project, which is I think 4 days now. So watching the videos from yesterday being so excited, and then today I'm like, that's it, I'm over it. That's kind of funny, but that was just a long day of painting yesterday. I painted till probably 9 or 10 o'clock. And you can kind of see the white stitching marks over here. And obviously my next project is curtains or blinds. Because when the sun's coming through there, it's the glare on the floor was so much you could like hardly see the floor. So luckily I have a lot of craft paper. Just put that up. Hope everyone likes it. I'm very happy with it. I think it turned out pretty darn cute. And yes, cutesy. Thanks for watching.